Greetings, everyone. Let me get this one ready for you before my babes get here. Please consider this year the International Year of Women. I am marking this year as a year of women, here to support the women, not against men, because sometimes people misunderstand this. When you're standing in support of women, you're often seen as someone who's against men. That's not true. But I want to talk about marriage, or the perception of marriage as people see it. A lot of people who are single often get the feeling that if they get married, everything is going to get better in their life. And that's not true. First and foremost, marriage is not for the faint of heart. Okay? If you are not strong to stand in marriage, it will allow you to fall in it. Okay? When you find a good partner, it is a good thing. But it's not marriage that makes that good. What you want is a union, one where you're with someone who has the same vision as yourself, who has the same dreams, and you work together towards that. Each person within that marriage has their own mind, have their things or their own passion or their own purpose. And once you understand that, it's a way to navigate through these muddy waters. It's not an easy thing. Also, when you're a married person, especially when you're a married woman, you're going to suffer through a lot of hardship because people will not come out to help you the way they would if you were single. So for example, a single woman just has to turn on some tears, and she tugs at the heart of other women. Married women, if they cry, they're saying, oh well, too bad choices you made. Or if they cry, they say, oh, you're just trying to get someone to feel sorry for you. People often don't feel as much empathy towards women who are married. And so, because of this, if you are in a marriage, it is important for you to secure yourself. As women, we often stand in support of our men, and it's a good thing, but we're neglecting ourselves. And so you find women married for 30, 40 years, and suddenly the man trades them in for a younger version, and she's left holding nothing but heartache and sometimes financial burdens. So many marriages are dissolved, and women find themselves in debt because of things that their partner did and moved along. Okay, so the young lady we were talking about said that marriage is a business, and people are now using that as a reason to run and execute. But it is true. If you're brilliant, you will see it as such. Only fools, listen, it's no longer that time or era when people can go into marriage because of love. You grow in love after the fact. What is love? You'll never know someone love you until you are in the worst form. How many people fall in love with somebody who's very ill? How many people fall in love with people who are broke? Because if a man chooses a woman who doesn't have anything, you best believe that they're like any financial thing, I mean. You best believe that when he looks at her, it's beauty, it is sex appeal. It's something about her youthfulness that is going to complement him. And if they're the same age, there's something about that lady that she's doing or is capable of doing for him. Men don't select women based on pity. And I've said this to a friend many years ago. You know, when people tried to tell her how blessed and lucky she was to be with her husband, I got very upset. I'm like, he's blessed to be with you too. Because he's not going to pick you or choose you to be his partner out of all these other women unless there's something you bring that the others don't. But women sometimes don't think this way. We go on how our heart feels, the butterfly in our stomach, the way the man can lyric you and tell you stories that just mesmerize you. I say we, but that's not me. I don't do the falling in love business. Okay? I do the math. And if Spirit says, this is what you got to do, even if I resist, I have to obey eventually. My partner was not based on my choice to say, oh, this is who I want to be with and this is who I love and whatever. No, it was ordained, it was selected. There were so many variables in place to show that this is what it's going to be. And, you know, it's lasted this long, not because of my own hard work alone, but divine intervention. So there's so many women who are married who are miserable in their marriage. They're married to men who are very disrespectful, men who violate them on a regular, men who they have given so many chances. Now, there are times when a man does certain things and you give him chances and he stops. But if a person repeats the same thing over and over, there's no love. If a man watch you crying all the time and doesn't change his behavior, that is not love. If a man is violating you, like going from woman to woman, and every time you forgive him, he goes and he does the same thing, that's not love. In fact, he doesn't even love himself. You know, in the past I would say he loves himself, but no, that's self-destruction. So when you enter into this marriage, or you look and see people in their marriages, remember that there's a lot of hard work that's going into it. Some women can just say, okay, that's it, it's not working out, and they move along, and I don't blame them and I will not judge them. For me, having a partnership with somebody where I'm getting respect and giving respect, and I can depend on this individual is very important for me. The moment you teach me that I don't need you, then I don't need you. A lot of men allow women to raise kids on their own, do everything by themselves, take care of all the finances. And if they do give their partner money to take care of the bills at home, they're also taking money away from the home to give to other people who care zero about them. So some of these men are out there buying kitty, not realizing that you're getting older. They're out there giving elaborate gifts to young girls or other women, not thinking about your future. Can you stay committed to these individuals? No. While you're in it, if he's not doing anything to you physical, he might be doing things emotional, don't run out. Save your money. Stay uncrooked and cut straight. Because a lot of big women crying because of people who they choose to share their lives with. So there shouldn't be any rush or any haste. If you're a woman and you're in a situation and it's not working out, leave. Stop thinking about what other people are going to think. They're going to say whatever they want to think about you. When I left out of my marriage, even though I stayed in it for so many years because of the church, people still had something to say. But I chose me. And I chose my children. Okay? Marriage is not for the faint of heart. And it is not for everybody either. Okay? So in this series, we're talking about relationships, we're talking about marriages, we're talking about dysfunction, we're talking about toxicity. I'm not going to ease up. It will be the theme for January. Okay. When you look and you see women continue to support men that disrespect them, you can't be angry with those women. You have to feel pity. No matter how they come out flaunting and making themselves look good and like they got it together. Money is not everything. Some people spiritually are aligned with money. No matter what's going on in their life, they'll always have money, but they're still broken. The energy and the frequency they vibrate to attract money is great, but there's often a thing about your self-esteem, about other things that is questionable. So even as we call them out, we teach and we beat, but at the same time we give grace. All right? So in 2025, I'm out here hunting, trying to secure, because I'm getting older. Well, I'm not getting older, I'm older. And I don't see life as something to just constantly be paying bills and constantly, taking from Peter to pay Paul. And it's no quality of life, actually. There's more to life than that. You want to be able to enjoy. Imagine having a mansion, having all these fancy cars, and you don't get a chance to go and spend a week somewhere on vacation just to relax. You don't get a chance to go pamper yourself just to feel good. If you're a woman and you have all these material possessions, but you're not living life, what kind of life is that? So when you see persons going out there and enjoying their lives, don't covet them, don't get jealous and say negative things. Plan yours. My partner was showing me some paperwork the other day, and it wasn't completed, and then he asked me to look at it, and I said, well, there's nothing I can look at because it's not done. And usually I take it and probably take it and fill it out or all that stuff. But I decided, no, there is a brain cell that I have left. I'm not going to stress myself out about figuring out these forms. I hate filling out forms first and foremost. And I do a lot of paperwork, and I do not want to take on anyone else's. But that's self-perseverance. I think it surprised him because he's not used to me being that way. But now I am securing my mental health, doing the little bit I can to preserve this memory of mine, loving myself and not expecting love from anybody else. I still got so much love to give, and I can receive love. But truly, I am first. I would never sacrifice with another man as long as I live again. When I say sacrifice, I mean if I was to meet somebody and start over and start from scratch with a person, I would never do that. They would already have to have something that can go with mine. I don't believe in building with anybody anymore, even though I have built with my partner and we've done a great job. We're a great team together, but I would never, ever do that again. I would focus on me, what is best for me, selfishly. Nothing is wrong with that. All right? Nothing is wrong with that. Anyway, stay blessed, everyone. I can't stop saying stay blessed. I'm just going to give it a new definition. Stay great, stay blessed, whatever. When I say stay blessed, I mean rise, increase, prosper, and all those good things.